Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. Behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Hello, checking in on the tech sector, XLK, Apple, and Facebook. So we did see some nice follow through on the bounce. It lasted a couple days here, and we did see decreasing volume. Not really surprising as things settled down. It was a Friday. But this shows profit taking by the end of the day, an upper wick, and potentially that's our lower high of this pattern. So we are anticipating an equilibrium pattern to form where we have our high, our low of the pullback, a lower high. We'll then look to consolidate and form a higher low and watch volume continue to drop off and the range continue to tighten. This equilibrium pattern is common after extreme moves in one direction or the other, and this was obviously an extreme move to the downside. So a bounce has played out. Our resistance is 55.41. If we cannot break that level, we will look to consolidate and form a higher low above 54.37. The weekly time frame is a bearish reversal candlestick after a month in a row of green. So if we see a red week next week, we will confirm this bearish reversal candlestick and see further consolidation. Last time we saw one, we consolidated for about a month. It was very little consolidation in terms of the amount of downside, but it was drawn out sideways, and that gave the bulls a rest before heading up to continuation. So watching exponential moving average supports, watching to see if we do indeed set a lower high and then pull back down towards our support of 54.37. That's what we're looking for here in the short term. Apple on the daily time frame, very similar pattern. We had some follow through to the upside, a little bit of profit taking by the end of the day. So we have resistance, the high of the dump day, 154.57. Now our lower high of 153.98. And we'll look to pull back and form a higher low compared to 149.71. And the middle Bollinger Band will be backing up that support as well. So the bulls are still certainly in control of Apple. It is a bearish reversal candlestick here as well, so we'll be watching exponential support, which has been holding since December, and watching to see if we see another red week to confirm this candlestick. So pretty much, in order for these tech names to see a red week and further consolidation indicated on the weekly time frame, we're going to have to head down and break the low of the dump to indicate further pullback. Facebook on the daily time frame, same candlestick. We had follow through to the upside. We did break the high of the dump day, but we rejected from the middle Bollinger Band resistance and closed at the low of the day, showing profit taking. So support is down here. We built a base at 144.42 and 144.51, and our new resistance is 149.39. So the weekly time frame for Facebook, consolidating. This is a potential bull flag of consolidation over the past few weeks. You can draw a nice parallel support and resistance channel here after a big move to the upside. The bulls bought the dip. We're still holding exponential support, and if the bulls can turn things around, we have to establish a higher low on any consolidation and then a higher high. But if we were to see that, then we would look for that weekly chart to be a bull flag and then look for all-time highs. So the two scenarios that are going to develop is either for these tech names, and because so many of them are so similar with the correlation, we're either going to see this bounce, our lower high being set, we pull back and form a higher low, and then the bulls show back up and we get that higher high, turning around the trend for the bulls, or we pull back and eventually break the low of the pullback, and that would indicate obviously further downside. So we're watching to see how strong are the bulls trying to form that higher low on consolidation. It's not going to be surprising to pull back a little bit after a 2-day bounce, but the question is going to be, can the bulls form that higher low of support and form a bullish candlestick above the low from the dump day? So I appreciate you watching. We're going to be keeping an eye on that, and we should get a really good sign of things by mid next week once a couple more days develop, and anticipating tightening ranges and decreasing volume before a spike in volatility once those tightening ranges break either later in the week or early next week, not this coming week. So I appreciate you watching, and we'll check back in on Monday.